cases of teleportation in ancient Greece. You all more or less know about teleportation merely through science fiction movies, where teleportation is achieved with the help of technology. And here we'll see two cases that come from ancient Greece, although in the first case the phenomenon of resurrection is not excluded. Aristeas the Proconnesian, ancient poet whom Herodotus says lived before Homer, had visited a friend's shop, a laundromat of the time, and suddenly he died. The owner closes the shop and goes to notify the poet's relatives. The news spread very quickly, but when they arrived at the shop, the body of Aristeas had disappeared. But a stranger who had just arrived from Cyzicus told them that he saw Aristeas many kilometers outside the city, and he was heading towards Cyzicus. Several years later, he reappeared in his city and wrote Arimaspia, and then disappeared again. About 300 years later, he reappears in a vision in Metapondium, a city where he also hosted Pythagoras and tells the inhabitants to build a temple in honor of Apollo, and also a statue of Apollo. The inhabitants, after consulting the oracle of Delphi, also built the temple in honor of Apollo, but also the statue of Aristeas adorned the center of the city. Aristeas' first disappearance is supposed to have been possessed by Apollonian rage and wandered in the far north, Hyperborea, in the land of the one-eyed Arimaspes, from where his works Arimaspia was inspired. Another strange example of teleportation was that of the philosopher Hermotimos, who lived in the 6th century BC. Hermotimos had the ability to leave his body for a long time, and when he came back, he prophesied about the future. He usually left his body in the care of his wife, and he made his travels to other dimensions. However, two of his students, who wanted to steal the secret of Hermotimos, as they believed that it was the product of magical powers, tricked his wife under the pretext that they would look after the body of their teacher. But when Hermotimos' wife left, they burned the body before Hermotimos returned, and thus he was trapped in other dimensions. But according to a different tradition, Hermotimos was reincarnated a few years later as Pythagoras. So this I've translated for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.